Yeah, onigiri. Oh.
I've got you.
Feeling spry.
Oh, unlucky. I just have two things about this real quick.
I've got you.
Feeling spry.
One is the positioning. So, a couple things wrong. One, here's your team. You are way out in front, so until they catch up to you, you're 1v6, yeah? You're faster than they are. You outran them. And I'm not saying you shouldn't get there early and do damage early, but because you're there first, you're 1v6. So you cannot be standing out here in open space like this. Their entire team has the luxury of just staring you in the face. Plat players have very inconsistent aim, so it's like hit or miss whether or not anyone will punish you for this. And they don't in this case, but like, we could have crossed the here and hugged this corner. We could have stayed here and hugged this corner. And this would actually probably be the plays. We just stay here, we do some damage, maybe we try to break that turret, and we let our tanks push out in front of us so they can take the space, and then we can, like, take an angle relative to them. The other thing here was just trigger discipline, yeah? So, where is it? Right here, you just start randomly shooting before you have a target. Yeah? You know the ball's going to be there, and you want to shoot him, so you flick, but you're already holding the trigger down as you flick, which A, can mess up your flicks a little bit because of the track up, but mostly it's just ammo management, yeah? You just wasted a shit ton of shots, and then you'll have to reload before you can shoot people again. Just wait until your crosshair's on them, then hold down the trigger. Oh, hey, Marius. How's it going?
I need help.
The objective is now active.
Hey. You want to get an angle to shoot them, and I get that. But this isn't how to do it. You're running in front of your tanks, in front of your entire team, into the choke to shoot people where you can be shot from multiple angles by basically their entire team. You're committing suicide, and they just barely didn't manage to kill you while you did it, yeah? This is not for you. You don't ever want to go down, I shouldn't say ever, but like basically ever want to go down main. Almost every map in the game is built on 3 lanes, yeah? The way you break a choke, separate point, is by taking angles on the choke, not by just trying to force your way through it. If you force your way through it, you have to use shit tons of ults and resources. Even if you win it, the other team usually ends up ahead of the deal, yeah? So, tanks are here, enemy team is like here and here shooting in, so we go up here or here, and now we have an angle to shoot them from the side. And this does a couple of things. So, first off, if we come out this side, we catch this tracer out early who is trying to do to you what I am telling you to do to them. I'll go into a little bit more depth in a second, but like a huge part of your job as a DPS is lane control. DPS and off tanks control the outer lanes, in theory. So your job is to be here so this tracer can't. Yeah? And so she tries to push in. You have the support of your team because they're right there. They can help you. Your Ana can heal you, etc. You have better resources than the tracer anyway. So, like, you probably force her out because she can't really get helped by her team very much. Once she gets forced out, now you can push this, take it, and, like, we're here shooting these guys on this side of the choke, yeah? So what do? They have an option. They keep shooting your team while you shoot them and kill them for free. Or they turn around to look at you, shoot at you, deal with you, hide from you, whatever, which means none of their fire is going towards their team. Yeah? So if you get 2 or more people to turn away from the choke, your team is now taking an advantaged fight as they try to push through it. This Tracer, this Torb, and this Ball are all on the Soldier on the off angle. Your team's taking a 5v3 for as long as you are alive, keeping people looking at you. And that is part of the trick. You have to stay alive, because once you die, they're free to turn away from your corpse and go back to your team, yeah? So you're only creating an advantage if you kill things, or if you get 2 or more people to turn away from your team. Then you create an advantage for them, and a lot of the time that's all you need to do. Not every time. Like, obviously, sometimes you have to lift your team up on your back and carry. But as far as, like, your base level job that should work a lot of the time, deny these flank angles from the enemy and use them yourself to either kill things or get multiple people to turn away from your team just as your team is trying to push in. The timing on this is very important, too. Oh, hey, Cinda. How's it going? Oh, where am I? Boom.
Enemy C.
So, it used to be, back in the day, that everyone would say group up, group up, group up. We have to group up so we can concentrate our fire into the enemy. And the thing is, it's just not true anymore, if it was even true back then. I'm not entirely convinced it was. I think we just didn't understand the game very well at the time. Yeah, because it was still new. The way you help your team is not ever, well, almost ever, to be standing with them. Yeah? You want to peel your Ana, it's a great thing to do. But if you stand on top of your Ana and wait for the Tracer to come in, then the Tracer might kill her anyway. Yeah? Because she gets to go in and, like, actually make an attempt, even if it's 2v1. And for as long as the Tracer is in, she's distracting 2 of you. But if you're split somewhere else, like I said over here, and you cut the Tracer off early, then for as long as you and the Tracer are just, like, butting heads, your team's taking a 5v5. She's not pulling your Ana out of the fight. Also, she's only pulling you. And you win that 1v1 probably, which means whether you force her out or kill her, you then get to, do shit. If you draw aggro and you have to run away, run somewhere where your supports can see you and help you, but do not run to them, or you're just drawing that aggro back into your team and allowing the enemy team to concentrate their fire onto you while taking angles around you. Yeah? It is all about surrounding the enemy team, getting multiple angles on them so they cannot take cover, and their attention is split a whole bunch of different directions, and it's just so hard to deal with. And then here we just sort of ran to point for no particular reason. I'm not sure what that was about. That was just an int.
This old dog's learned a few tricks.
So, Soldier has some distinct advantages in that he's one of the fastest heroes in the game. He's like the only mobility hero with range, and he has a self-heal. Which, when you put all 3 of those together, it's kind of fucking broken, actually, because you're like the only hero in the game that can... let me see if there's an example of this. Maybe like if you were to pop up over here sort of thing. This isn't the best example, like, I'm just trying to illustrate with what's in front of me right now, but, like, think more of the idea versus this exact map situation right now. But if we are way, way, way in the back shooting people, like, I don't know, pretend the enemy team isn't here and we're just shooting this Torb. If the enemy team starts chasing us, We lock the legs, we run away. We pop up somewhere new with distance and cover, a corner, and we shoot them. And if they turn to deal with us or chase us, we lock the legs and we run away. If they land some damage on us, we drop heal station. And so long as you stay out of reach, you can just be running around the backline for free and they can't actually get to you, yeah? It's so fucking annoying and hard to deal with. And like you said, you except for like the trigger discipline thing, like your mechanics actually seem okay. Definitely good enough for Diamond for sure. Masters, honestly, you might want to get a little bit more consistency and a little bit more headshots in there. But if you play really, really smart, then yeah, your mechanics are fine for Masters too. Yeah. I'm gonna see if there's anything new, but right now, yeah, now we're doing it. Now we're doing it. So right here, don't panic this, yeah? You have all the time in the world right now. They only have half the point. Who cares? So you flip this corner already pre-firing, and you just sort of shoot the air here, and then you throw your right click after. But when you turn this corner, none of these people knew you were here. None of them are looking at you. None of them are expecting you. So you just line up your crosshair on this Ana. You right-click first before she's aware of you, so you land the direct, which does 120 damage. And as the rockets are flying through the air, you hit left-click, so it all lands in a burst basically at the same time. 4 body shots, 2 headshots, mix and match, whatever. She's dead. She just blows up and disappears. If they are unaware of you, and if they aren't moving a lot, do the right-click first, yeah? And do it before they're aware of you so they can't dodge it. But here we're just... Yeah. This is why I say your mechanics probably aren't really masters yet. Your tracking is. But there is far more to your aim than just your tracking, yeah? Nice. Yeah. We definitely want to be getting a few more headshots, and we need to work on trigger discipline, maybe crosshair discipline, and also just patience. Like, honestly, I think the big problem is what this looks like to me. And you can speak to your own mental. But this looks like a player that's stressing the fuck out right now. Yeah? You want things to happen, and things aren't happening, so you're trying to make them happen. And you're used to tanks who are more aggressive, and you're used to DPS who hit shots, and supports who hit shots and also are aggressive and shit. And that's just not going to happen in Plat. The game is slower, everything happens slower, everyone is worse at it. And you trying to just make something happen like that is just getting you killed and making it harder for everyone. You just kind of have to play slow. Take your time. Accept that it's going to go slower than it necessarily should. And just keep doing your thing. Like that. That was patient. That was good. Soldier is the worst. Yeah, a good soldier can be just insanely annoying and hard to deal with. It's why he's considered the play to win DPS right now in ranked, even if he isn't particularly meta in scrims, because his ability to literally run around the backline being annoying and untouchable will absolutely roll uncoordinated ranked games. A 6-stack, like a proper scrim team that has been practicing together for a while, might not work. They'll probably be able to deal with it because they'll be coordinated and working together, but in top 500 ranked, they won't be very coordinated and working together, and you can get away with so much bullshit.
The war goes on. My ultimate is ready.
You should be at performance level.
Oh,
My ultimate is almost ready.
yeah. You held way too close, and then you... Well, I shouldn't say way too close. You committed too hard.
My ultimate is almost ready.
That's the other thing we gotta get... I really want to go into ebb and flow with you and, like, engagement timing. So, right here, it's fine, yeah? We're shooting this ball, shit's going on, we got our team on the other side. So long as no one is looking at you and we're shooting things, this is great. The moment this happens, we lock the legs, and we run to here. Just immediately. And then we turn around and we start shooting this Lucio. We're far enough back that he can't boop us, so we got cover. As our team backs up, they can help us. Like, there's our Ana right there. And this enemy team is coming out of the choke. And so here's the thing. Oh god, there's so much here. Where do I want to start? Okay. Just start with, like, a simple fact, and maybe I'll build into this a little bit more. Open space, a choke. Open space, a choke. Open space, a choke. Yeah? So, chokes are funnels that concentrate enemy fire into a small area. Open space is spaces where they just have no cover to hide from anything. So, if as they're coming out of spawn, we're here, safe around a corner shooting them, then as they have to push through this open space and have no cover, you're just landing damage, or realistically, you're shooting shields, probably, but you're wearing down their resources. So now that they get to this choke where all the fire is concentrated, they have less shield, they have less resources. Probably not a lot, but like a little bit, because you shot them some, yeah? So either they stand here and they wait and twiddle their thumbs and do nothing and get their resources back, or they push through a choke with less resources, only to come to more open space, where they can't hide from your shit and they have to use shields and resources to get through it, only to come to another choke, only to come to more open space. You see where I'm getting with this? So you don't pick a spot and hold it. That's not how to play this game. You rotate. You're trying to maintain spacing, yeah? Your optimal distance from the enemy based on what can shoot you and what you can shoot. So we shoot them as they cross open space, and then before they get to this choke, we leave the room entirely, yeah? You want to leave a space in between you, yeah? So if they're here on this side of the choke, we are not on this side of the choke, we're outside the room. Once they get through the choke and enter the room, we're not on this side of the choke, we're coming to the next corner that we're going to hold, yeah? You keep one of those spaces between. And then it's just so hard for them to get to you. And the longer you live, the more you do. You need to play like a coward, yeah? You're hit and run tactics. We run around, we find somebody, we shoot them. They chase us, we run the fuck away. No one ever, ever, ever gets to catch us, yeah? That's the goal. That's the dream. Hunter, Soldier OTP just runs around and clips people. One of the best trackers NA in 4-4 lobbies. Yeah. Yeah. No, full stop. Top 500 games. Unless you're so high up in ranked that it's basically a scrim. You just got 6v6 of people who have all played, like, who all play 4-6 and have all played together, etc. So they just know. Until you're there, you will get away with literal murder on this hero, so long as you play like a coward. Yeah? You are letting them fight you, and there's just no reason to do it. Guerrilla tactics, hit and run. See if I can find an example in the next map. I want to go a little bit more into engagement timing, because that's, I think, the other big piece that might be missing here. It's honestly not that bad, but it looks more instinctive than studied, if that makes sense. Like, your engagement timing, for the most part, is actually kind of okay, and it's more missing the ebb and flow aspect of it. You tend to, like, hang back and then go in and then stay in. But it can be better, and I think if we know like exactly what it is we're looking for. We have our triggers, then I think you'll do a lot better. Ask Yoko today how to climb, get good mechanics and don't die. Ranked as FFA, so play it like one, don't die and kill the others. I mean, kinda, yeah. Put on a camo skin, put yourself in the mood. So, a positioning habit you need to develop ASAP if you want to get back into Diamond and stay there. This is all fine. This is all good. Here's where we fucked up. Because, I hate that audio bug. We stop right here. And we're not even looking at this LOS. So, all you had to do was come to here, hug this wall physically, like physically touching it as tightly as you can. And now we can shoot the ball, and no one else can pop up on us without fully entering open space against our team. They have to push so deep to get you. Meanwhile, you can just peek, yeah? This is taking an unnecessary risk. No one shot you. Like, shit didn't happen this time, but it'll happen a lot. And the thing is, Diamond players have plenty of other problems, but typically speaking, missing isn't it. So if you don't close off these angles like this consistently, all the time, forever, then every now and again, it's gonna get you killed, which will lose you games and it'll drop you out of Diamond. Like, this is just a thing that Diamond and Master players know to do. And it's habit. That's the other thing. It needs to be instinct. We're chasing the ball, we feel uncomfortable, like, deep in our bones, anytime we're in open space like this. So we just instinctively come to a wall and hug the wall and break LOS of everything except our target, yeah? Like, we react to that fine, we get out of the way, but now, all this, and we have to run so far out. That said, that was good. Look at this angle. Because they ignored you and they left you here, which bronze players will do, diamond players will do, look how much you're getting away with. And now look how much damage you're taking in open space. Think of all the sight lines you were exposed to here. Like, hey Tracer, I think she comes over here and starts shooting you in a second. Nope, she's just not paying attention because she's a plat Tracer, yeah? But you're low, and if she was paying attention, she would see that you're in open space, tunneled this direction, and she goes, oh shit, fuck the Ana that's full health, come over here, kill the soldier, and then come back and then try to kill the Ana, or something. Yeah, whatever. You live here only because of the enemy team's entire lack of awareness, yeah? It's not really a great strat for consistently winning games is to rely on that. You can exploit it by all means, and you absolutely should exploit it, but you can't rely on it, and that's really the big difference. Okay, that was nice. I hope the VOD is sound because I won't be here to catch the review. I think the sound bug got fixed when you swapped software. I think so. Actually, if you wouldn't mind checking real quick. I didn't play very well in the game. I posted too much frontlining, kind of feedy. Unlucky. We're hanging back. I kind of like that, but I think we can be getting more creative with our positioning. So, I'll talk about this visor in a second. This is kind of safe, but you don't need to play this safe on Soldier. If you were on, I don't know, Cassidy, Ashe, some other hit scan, maybe. Though even then, I wish you were high ground here. But Soldier, like I said, we're not behind our team. We're not in line with them, because that just lets the enemy team surround us more easily, like this ball is doing, like this Tracer is doing. So if we come up to here, we can shoot people there, we can run up to here. And the thing about Visor is they buffed it so you don't have fall-off damage. So you can 5-tap a squishy from any range with Visor. So what we're looking for is a huge sightline of open space that the enemy team has to cross. So if we like play here-ish, then if they come there, we're good. We can walk up here if we need to a little bit. And if they come there, we just run, boom. And now they have a huge empty sightline they have to cross. You break Rhine Shield, you wait for anyone to split too far from the Rhine Shield. As soon as you can kill a single person for sure, you hit Q and you kill them. Yeah? One ult for one kill is great value. If you get more than that, it's bonus. But as soon as you personally can kill one thing and live, fuck it. Hit your ult. But like you do get the tracer, but you almost die. This cast is shooting you. Like, see how few options you have here and how hard this is? You don't want to be shooting a wrecking ball. Not unless he's the only target there. I'm going to work now, but just in case I can dash anyway, can you DM me if you get to mine today? Yeah, sure. For sure.
Mission
It has sound awesome.
Group up here. Hello.
Okay. At this point, is that boba? Yeah, I got a Thai iced tea with lychee popping boba. Okay. This is better. And see how you're pulling people away just as your team's trying to push in? Unfortunately, the Tracer had already killed too many, so... And part of that is the timing. So I guess I did want to talk about the timing. Actually, what? First off, one of the absolute best habits any player in this game can develop. Full stop. Full stop. One of the best habits you can possibly get in this game. Every 3 to 5 seconds, you do this. We're shooting, gotta reload. While we're reloading, I do a 360, we're shooting. I'm gonna rotate while I'm running, I do like a little flick, shooting, flick, see where everyone is. Literally every few seconds, just do a 180 or a 360, and mark everyone on your team. So you're like, oh shit, Zarya's up there all alone. So what do I do with this information, yeah? Well, Sig's walking in here. Enemy team's all going to be looking here, and some of them are probably going to turn to look at your Zarya, who we can assume is looking for a grab. We got 6 ults, like, it's what she's doing. Obviously, she's looking for a grab here. So, we have a couple of options. It's a little bit too late for us now to run all the way over here and come help Zarya out there. So, what we can do instead is run over here and force point. Yeah? And now, the point is being contested. There is a Sigma with his team in the choke, and there's a Zarya popping up behind them. Watch them break. Watch them just fall apart. Oh, thanks for the 100 bits, Cinda. Like, especially in this elo, like, having to deal with 3 angles all at the same time, watch them just... The brains break, yeah? Somebody might panic and try to touch point. Other people are going to be shooting at this, which means they won't be shooting at the Zarya. Some people will be shooting at the Zarya, which means they're not shooting at you or your Sig. And if they do come to point, you don't fight on point. You leave. And you leave out this way away from your team, and you look for a target. Maybe you're over here. Maybe we keep running around. I don't know. But you will make better decisions just looking around and taking your timing info from your team. And here's what you're looking for. One of the dirty secrets of this game. Oh shit, it's a Tramer. Welcome. There is no difference, none, between tanks and DPS, except tanks are harder to kill. That's it. That's the difference. They do about the same amount of damage. They tend to have less range, but they do the same amount of damage, and they have insane health pools, and you don't. So, you are a tank on hard mode. Yeah? There's another way to think about it. You have the same job as this dude next to you. You do. Both of you. The fact that he has a larger health pool, though, affects how you go about doing your jobs. So, tank, more health pool, they need to be seen first. You keep going out ahead of them so they can be seen. But what you want is the enemy team to tunnel on the tank that can live their tunnel vision for at least a few seconds, yeah? He has shield, he has suck, he has a corner. He can draw aggro and live for a hell of a lot longer than you can, yeah? So we let Silent Storm here draw the aggro, and then the very moment, and I mean, like, this is a thing that we'll be practicing for the next forever, yeah? Like, but the goal here, the very moment they have tunneled on your Sigma, suddenly they're being shot by some asshole over there. And if you shoot the person in the back and not the tank, then, like, Ryan is still looking here, but his Ana's looking over there, or whatever, yeah? And again, you get 2 or more people looking at you away from your team, or you kill at least one for their arrogance of choosing to ignore you. And in either case, you have to live. And that is just your base job. That is what you have to do to contribute to win games. And it's a nice way to check in on yourself. Like I said, it won't always be enough, because ranked is a shit show. Sometimes you will have to kill 3 every fight to win the game, and that's just all there is to it. And that sucks. But if we are at any elo, if we are consistently forever, the entire match, killing 1 person and living, or getting 2 people to look at us and living, then your team forever is taking an advantaged fight, which means you are climbing. Just full stop. It will get harder and harder to do those things as you climb, but that's your job, yeah? Sometimes you'll have to do more, but honestly, if you just do your job perfectly, it'll climb you to whatever elo you want to do for as long as you can continue doing it perfectly, yeah? The extra just makes it, the climb a little faster and easier. Community QPA? I might want to join in on that. Awesome, do it! It's been really fun. I think I'm like level 15 on the ult, so I got like 10 levels to go.
Powered up.
Wait, continue doing what? Get the Ana. There you go. You can also throw a right click around that corner and try to get the Ana. Yeah, target prioritization also needs some work. So, I'm going to spell out target prioritization for you. I feel like not enough people really do this. But it is low-key a formula. Like, it's very consistent. Your first priority is 1 HP targets. Anyone that you can kill with a single shot, yeah? Because once they're dead, like, that's huge. Killing any person on the enemy team is huge value. So what HP targets? 2. Threats. And this is a little bit dealer's choice, because it's going to depend a lot on the elo and the individual players. But if they have a Doomfist, if they have a Hanzo, if they have a Widowmaker, if they have anyone that can one-shot a teammate, and like they can go in and they can kill one of yours very easily, before you guys can do anything about it, you want to kill them. So they cannot do that to your team, yeah? This is how you protect and peel them. You kill the threats. I feel like I'm missing one in here. God damn it. Oh, as long as you can continue doing it perfectly, you will climb. Oh, that was the, either killing one and living, or 2 or more people look at you and you live. On any individual game, that might not be enough, but on the whole, over time, it will always be enough to climb in any elo, because you're just creating an advantage, and like, law of large numbers, your teammates, the opponents, will average out. So if you're creating a consistent advantage, then over time, you win games, yeah? Like I said, it gets harder and harder to do that shit as you climb, but Any amount of more you do is just making your climb easier, but any amount of your base level job you're leaving on the table to do something else is making things harder. You have to do your job first, and then it's whatever more you can add in. But, like, do your job and you climb. I usually go for a one-clip try and then just exist without dying on Tracer, or just poke and be annoying. Yeah, I'm trying... I mean, my Tracer's dog shit, but I'm trying to get better at going for, like, one-clips or, like, hard commit... Not hard commit, but going for, like, a hard play later into the mid-fight. My big problem is I tend to go too early. Which, a note on timing. The later you make a move, the more tunneled on your team the enemy will be, which means the stronger the move you make has the potential to be. Yeah? They're just going to be even less aware of you the later you wait. The trade-off is, for as long as you are waiting, your team is taking a 6v5. You cannot wait very long if you expect to win the fight. They'll win it or the enemy team will win it while you're waiting, yeah? So, how long to wait is, again, going to vary game to game, even fight to fight, and experience will help you decide how long to wait, but go late. Go as late as you feel you can before your team dies, yeah? That might be 1 or 2 seconds, that might be several. If you watch A10's, Tracer Unranked, which... Yeah, you're playing Soldier, but seriously, watch the A10's Tracer Unranked. Look at how he rotates and finds unaware targets all of the goddamn time, and especially look at how patient he is. Look at how long he waits before he kills something. So I feel like I can get the one clip after their diva or someone engages. Yeah, like if they have like dive tanks or something, and the moment the mobility cooldowns are spent, I am on their backline, and now their tanks don't have healing, even if I fuck up the one clip. But I think a general rule of thumb, go when the people who can deny you aren't present. Yeah. Aren't present, or especially with Soldier, if you have like you're within range and you got your right click ready and all that. If they can deny you, but they aren't looking at you, like maybe you can just kill them before they can react. Obviously, that's not a diva. You're not going to one-shot a diva before she can react, but like... You might be able to kill this Cass. Can definitely get this Tracer or this Ana if you catch them unaware. Yeah? Tracer's a little bit harder. The Ana's the easiest, but I digress. So, after 1 HP targets, and after threats. Oh, and threats can also include people with ults that you're worried about. Maybe you're worried about High Noon, maybe you're worried about Pulse, I don't know. Tracer's close to Pulse, I'm going to kill her before she gets it. More likely it's going to be something like Grav or whatever. Their Zarya has Grav, we got to kill her. Their Lucio is close to Beat, we got to kill him. Yeah? So that also falls into threats. And then, finally, support, DPS, tanks, in that order. Supports make it harder to kill things. Tanks are hardest to kill. You want to create an advantage fight as quickly as possible, which is why easiest kills first, things that can even the fight second, and then things that make it harder to kill things first, and the hardest to kill things last. Leaving just DPS there, yeah? Create an advantaged fight. Boom. Alright, I'm gonna watch the rest of this round. Oh, this is it. Okay, so yeah, I'll finish this off to see if there's anything new, but... yeah, I mean, sure, if I have Pulse, I'll just go for it, but a one clip is harder to get as they have more time to react. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking more Soldier than Tracer, but yeah. Because Soldier, if you have your right click, you can burst somebody down really, really fast. Nice.
Let's get you back in the fight. Let me hold the witness.
Oh, I guess it hadn't quite respawned, but like, if you were going to stay here against the nanoed ball, like drop your heal station, do the safety dance instead. Lock the legs and literally run back and forth around this and around the ball and make it really, really hard for him to track you and land any shots and just waste his time while your heal station kind of keeps you topped up, yeah? Standing here face to face and shooting him when he has nano, you were never going to win that. It was never going to happen. You were just dead the moment you tried. Yeah, you need to value your own life. The absolute, I say the absolute worst, but more or less the worst thing you can do in this game is die.
No
It's
rest for the
10-second respawn plus another 10 to 20 seconds to get back into the fight. Versus if you run away, grab a health pack if you need to, come back 5-10 seconds later, it's faster and you do more. You have to live. You have to run the fuck away and live, yeah? Be a coward. There you go. That time you ran. But, alas.
Victory.
Cool. Well, hopefully that was helpful. If you ever want to drop another code, please feel free. But yeah, we need to be controlling outer lanes and off angles, and either both using them to split attention, get kills, get damage in, wear out resources, all of that good stuff, but also deny those angles from the enemy DPS as well. Control them, yeah? And then live. Run the fuck away. Play like a coward. Even when you're trying to deny a lane from a DPS, you know, if they're winning it, fuck it. Leave. Try again. Set up somewhere else. Make it at least take time. Make them fight for that angle. Like, but at the end of the day, this game is all about map control and angles. And you just don't want to be running face first behind your team like that.